Hello and welcome to my all seasons lemonade stand. So for today's video, I will be doing something that I haven't done in a long time. Well, actually, I haven't made a video in a long time for that matter, but I will be reviewing some of the Skin Aqua, there's a lot of them, sunscreens today, and I'll just be talking about why I kind of fell out of love with Skin Aqua sunscreens and why I moved on with other sunscreens that I really just prefer to use every day. I will be starting with, I have my little notebook here with all my notes. This was my favorite sunscreen until they discontinued it. And all of the sunscreens today, I think, have alcohol in it, which, I don't mind, but just putting that out there. And they have no fragrance, which is good if you're looking for that. But also, for me, I don't really mind if, a skincare product has fragrance in it, as long as it's not too strong, you know what I mean? But yeah, this is the Skin Aqua UV Super Moisture Essence Gold. And I think this was manufactured in 2021 or 2022, because 2023 and 2024 is when they reformulated or rebranded. Its filters include octinoxate, so I think that's for protection against UVB rays. Tinosorb S is broad spectrum. Uvinol A plus is for UVA rays, and Tinosorb M is also broad spectrum. Key ingredients include hyaluronic acid, which is good for, I think, hydration, if I'm correct. Not really an ingredient that I look for in skin products, but just putting it out there that it's in here. It also has arginine, which is an amino acid, and it's good for moisture. Glycerin, also good for moisture. Its texture is like a gel cream, and it is thicker than the non-gold essence, which is this one right here. It's the kind of the original one, but also reformulated. So yeah, it is thicker than the non-gold essence, but it does leave more of a glowy finish. So I did, I think, review these two in a video, I think a while ago. It's been quite a while, but I did say that this is lighter than this one, but I think I was talking about the texture of the actual sunscreen, not the finish. I think this one is, tackier than this one for sure, but it does leave a more glowy finish than this one. But yeah, like I said, it doesn't leave a tacky or sticky finish, which was really nice. So it was super comfortable, and it didn't sting my skin when it was compromised or irritated or sensitive. So I'm so upset that they discontinued this and they reformulated all their other stuff, because this was great. This was my holy grail, and it still would be if they didn't discontinue it. So makes me really sad, but that's what happens sometimes. All right, moving on from that. So kind of comparing it to this one here, because this one I think is what they kind of rebranded from the gold sunscreens to this one, which is called the Barrier UV sunscreens. So this one here is the Super Moisture Barrier UV Essence, and it was manufactured in 2024, or came out in 2024. Filters include octinoxate, Tinosorb S, Tinosorb M, and Uvinol T150. Uvinol T150, I think, protects against UVB rays. Okay, key ingredients include, I don't know how to pronounce this. This is astragalus, which is an antioxidant. It has sodium hyaluronate, which is pretty much a concentrated form of hyaluronic acid, but honestly, I think they do the same thing. And it also has glycerin. It is also a gel cream. Just compare the textures right now, but they're pretty similar in terms of texture. It's just so interesting how they all smell the same. But yeah, this one is the Barrier. It's not focusing. Okay. This one is the Barrier one, and this is the gel, the gold essence. So they're pretty similar in terms of texture, but they're pretty different in terms of finish. For this one, it's pretty glowy. It is, I think I would say it's has a more glowy finish than the Essence Gold, and it is tacky. It kind of leaves like a sticky finish on my skin, so it wasn't as comfortable as the Essence Gold one. So next I will be comparing these two, starting off with this one. This is the Skin this is the Skin Aqua Super Moisture Gel, manufactured in 2023. Filters include octinoxate, tinosorb S, Uvinil A+, and Uvinil T150. And for some reason, the key ingredients, the only one I found was sodium hyaluronate. And I would say its texture is like a light liquid gel texture. It has a glowy finish, but it is less glowy than the Barrier UV, this one here. And it's also a bit tacky as well. And then the Super Moisture Barrier Gel, which is manufactured in 2024 along with the Essence, I'm pretty sure. Its filters include octinoxate, Uvinil A+, tinosorb S, my bad. So its filters include octinoxate, Uvinil A+, tinosorb S, and Uvinil T150. Key ingredients include glycerin and sodium hyaluronate. Its texture is like a liquid gel, and I would say compared to the UV Super Moisture Gel that this one has a thicker texture, but it's still like a liquid gel. It's just a little bit thicker than this one. And as I said, it leaves a glowy finish, but more than this one here. And it is also kind of tacky. Like, I wouldn't say like it's so sticky, but it is a bit tacky to the point where like sometimes my hair, you know, because like my hair like falls down on my face, it will like bits of it will stick to my face. So it's not the most comfortable sunscreen out there, as well as this one. Like all like the newer formulations are just like not the most comfortable as like my holy grail one. So that's why I'm just disappointed, you know. Like the more I use it, the more I realize that like I could be using more comfortable sunscreens than these ones. But anyways, moving on to the last one I'll be talking about today. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that I think this one, the Skin Aqua UV Super Moisture Gel 2023, was just like repackaged as like this. I think it's like the exact same formulation. I'm pretty sure they just like repackaged it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like I think that's why it looks different. If you like are looking to like buy it or like looking for it online, this will look like this, I think. Okay, now moving on to my most the one I was super upset or like disappointed about was this one. So this is the Super Moisture Gel Gold. It was manufactured in 2023, or I think it was reformulated. This one was reformulated because I know I did try the Gel Gold before 2023 and it was great. And then now when I retried it, I was so upset. I was so upset. So I'll be going into why, but first, filters include octinoxate, tinosorb S, polysilicone 15, which is good for, or which protects against UVB rays, Uvinil A+, and Uvinil A+. Key ingredients include glycerin, sodium hyaluronate, and arginine. Its texture is also like a thick liquid gel, kind of like the Barrier Gel. And this one is surprisingly the lightest. Like it leaves the lightest finish out of all of these, except maybe this one, I'm not sure. But this one was like, it wasn't tacky, it wasn't sticky at all. Like it could have been like a super great sunscreen for me to use, but One thing that it did that made me absolutely hate it for my face is that it stung my eyes so bad. There has not been a sunscreen in my life that I tried that stung my eyes as bad as this one. It was so bad. Like, I remember just putting on the first layer and just going out to walk, or no, not even going out, like I wasn't even doing anything active, and it stung my eyes. I remember reapplying it, thinking, you know, let's just try to reapply it before walking outside, you know, because I need to reapply before walking my dog. And that was the worst decision I probably made in terms of skincare decisions, but it stung my eyes so bad outside with that. While I was walking my dog, I was kind of like crying because that's how much it was hurting my eyes. And so when I went back home, my eyes were swollen and they were kind of red. Yeah, so biggest disappointment is honestly this one. This could have been such a great sunscreen, everyday sunscreen, because it left like a more natural finish. It wasn't sticky and it just was comfortable, except for the stinging on my eyes. So yeah, I'm really upset about that one. My watered down tea. Actually, I think I need a thing. I need a lozenge. I have cough drop in my mouth, so please excuse me if it's, you know, it sounds like there's something in my mouth, but I need it right now for my throat. So why have I felt out of love with Skin Aqua? Basically, the reasons I kind of mentioned is that the Holy Grail is no longer with us. So that's really like a big bummer, you know, like I loved this sunscreen for such a long time, and then they decided to reformulate or rebrand, and the reformulations were not that great. They weren't, you know, not that great for like an everyday sunscreen. All the reformulations, you know, they're okay, but I wouldn't repurchase this for my body, just saying, because you're like probably wondering like, oh, why did she repurchase it if she's like saying that she fell out of love with Skin Aqua? No, I repurchase it to use on my body because it's a pretty nice body sunscreen. But yeah, the reformulations, the rebrand, whatever, it's not my favorite. Like I said, like it leaves a tacky finish, so it's not the most comfortable in terms of a daily wear, you know. So I kind of just moved on. I've kind of moved on to other sunscreens, seeing like which one makes me feel more comfortable, right? So this one, I think I've tried it a few times. Oops. This is the Centella Hyalusica Water Fit Sun Serum. This is a twin pack, so I haven't opened it yet, but this is pretty much like a part of my kind of stock of sunscreens that I have right now. But I have tried this a few times and I do like it. And I will be I will be making another video reviewing some sunscreens that I should have done like a year ago or like maybe 2 years ago, because some of them I've opened for like more than a year or like almost 2 years, so they're kind of old, you know. But like my videos are already like, I already filmed them, like trying them on. This is now my holy grail. I really like this one. That is all for my video today. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.